Welcome to the Lowcountry Revolutionaries, the podcast that dives deep into the heart of Charleston, South Carolina's vibrant entrepreneurial scene. I'm your host, Bill Bellott, founder of Veritas Exoscience, and each week we're spotlighting the boldest innovators from the Chucktown startup community. These are the visionaries pouring their heart and soul into the businesses that are transferring Charleston into a global hub of creativity and American ingenuity. Get ready for raw, real conversations with the trailblazers shaping our city's future. Let's dive in. I would like to welcome Bill Englehaupt. Bill is the vice chair of the Charleston SCORE chapter. SCORE Charleston is the local chapter of a nationwide nonprofit that connects small business owners and entrepreneurs with experienced mentors and resources. Welcome, Bill. It's great to talk to you today.
Great to talk to you too, Bill. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. So what's going on with SCORE and what's kind of your push here in the Charleston area?
Sure. Well, a lot of what we try to do is really help in your podcast here is really useful to help get the word out for people that are really trying to get their businesses up and running and get them off the ground. And SCORE here in Charleston is part of a network. There are SCORE chapters in the Lowcountry here. They're down in the Hilton Head area. They call that the Lowcountry, and we also have the Grand Strand up in Myrtle Beach as well as Mid-State. So we cover the entire state along with the other parts of the country as well. And our goal is as a provider of business resources is to help with mentoring, right? Which I think is so critical for businesses, particularly when it's like, who do you talk to help, in essence, give you the straight dope on what's going on and how to get the business going and really help them walk along the way, run along the way, whatever path they're going on. The other thing that we really focus on too are workshops. SCORE provides a number of workshops. We do them locally here. And then also one of the great resources is on the website, score.org. Hundreds and hundreds of seminars that are on, you pick a topic, you pick an industry, they're there, and they're great, on-demand learning things to help people get information that they need and do a little self-help. And then the third area we focus on is really partnering with the community. Try to support other organizations that have similar goals and concepts and features that they do. We do a lot of work, for example, with the veterans, VBOC as it's called, which is a veterans group that helps businesses, small businesses. That it's headquartered down at the Citadel. And then we also partner with some of the small business groups that are associated with like North Charleston, the County of Charleston, City of Charleston, that kind of thing. So three main thrusts for us, and we really are as active as can be in helping businesses get going here in the Lowcountry.
Wow, that sounds really amazing. It's like I totally want to use your resources too. I'm starting up in my own little business in sort of the exoskeleton technology area, and so I'm going to definitely take advantage of these resources too. Does it cost these small businesses anything? How did they engage with you?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, and there are a lot of what I would call business consultants, right, which are out there, and nothing against what they do. They provide a service, and they are fee-based typically for what they do. SCORE mentors are all provided free of charge to the particular client. We were and we are actually kind of spinning off. We were part of the Small Business Administration.
Okay.
As of the 1st of October, SCORE will be actually a standalone nonprofit that's supporting small businesses. So we'll be kind of disconnected from the government side and not on our own, but the core set of services that we're providing will still be the same: the business mentoring, the workshops, those kind of things. So your question coming back to like, how do you get started? SCORE.org. And if you're here locally in the Charleston area, it's score.org/Charleston SC. That'll take you to our site, and you can click a button that says "Find me a mentor," and that'll get you plugged in and going. Or whatever location is, you can literally just type your address, your zip code. It'll take you to the closest SCORE group to wherever you live or where your business is located.
Wow, that's an amazing service. Like, it's free, it's easy to access. It's like, do you guys, how does SCORE kind of maintain this? Do you have like memberships, or do you have places that donate money to you to keep this going? How does that work?
Yeah, no, it's a really good question, and it's a what was and what will be kind of question. So, since SCORE was founded back in the early '60s, we were always a part of the Small Business Administration, and the funding that SCORE received was through the Small Business Administration. Okay. As of the transition in the government now and the big bill, as they call it, unfortunately SCORE was excluded for funding in the current fiscal year. So going forward, SCORE is going to be kind of standing on its own, and it's going to look to support from whatever we can get it, businesses, banks, individuals, to help us out. There may be some services that we may end up charging for, but the core mission around providing the mentors and the support to small businesses, that will remain free of charge to all of our clients.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, you know, and do you guys keep like a set of like success stories about all the things, especially like in the Charleston area, where people have taken this and this is the impact that you guys had on that business?
Sure. Yeah, no, there's some really good studies on our web. So please go again, score.org, Charleston SC. And there's some really good case studies on there. And they run the gamut. I mean, if you think about small businesses here in the Lowcountry, they are, literally, you pick an area or an industry, we're supporting them in some way, shape, or form. They're small nonprofits that we support. They're organizations that have like a medical component to them. Even small, I would call them kind of mom and pop businesses that people run. I was working not too long ago with people that are starting a lawnmower, lawn care, lawn service. We have people at that end, and then I have people that are looking to get several $1 million worth of funding through loans and grants from the Small Business Administration. So, the range in these kinds of businesses is just amazing. And it's also, I think, for being a mentor, it's what really makes this kind of an interesting job, because you never know when the email pops in that says, hey, you've got a new client to look for, what you're going to get, right?
Right. You have no idea. So it's like it could be something brand new nobody's ever done before. So that's kind of fun, right?
Yep.
And where do you guys?
And for, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was so curious. It's like, I was like, where do you get your mentors from? It's like, where is this group of amazing people you guys are pulling to help everybody from?
Yeah, that's a great question. And if there are people online here that are interested in being mentors, using that same web address, will also click, there's a button on there to say, I'd like to be a mentor. So the core group of mentors are typically senior level executives that have come out of their businesses. Many are still working. There are a number that are retired, but they're still giving back through the mentoring program. And again, they come from such a wide diversity of fields and expertise. And so, I mean, we have people from the hospitality industry, the food industry, retail. There's people from high tech. We have pharma people. So it just runs the gamut. And within those clusters, you also have specializations for people that specialize in sales. They specialize in marketing. They specialize in social media, management consulting, vision, strategy, HR, that kind of thing. So, depending on the needs of the individual that's asking for help from a mentor, either the mentor themselves or they can reach out through our network, or if not, even the larger SCORE network, and help get them the kind of help that they need for getting their business going.
Awesome. That sounds amazing. And how long is the mentorship usually last? Is it a few weeks? Is it a month? Does it depend on the relationship?
Yeah, it's a definite maybe, right? It really is based on what the individual needs, right? We go as fast or as slow as they need to. We have some of our clients that we've been working with on and off over a period of years. There's others that, they have I guess I would call it a burning question that they want to get answered. And so it might just be 1 or 2 meetings that we have with the individual just to help them get some clarity about what they want to do, or also some clarity around maybe you shouldn't, because that's also part of the discussion many times. It's like people have these great ideas and not see that it's like once you kind of bounce it off someone and get some objective opinions to it, you find that, yeah, maybe I'm a little getting over my skis a little bit on this, or maybe I need to position this business a little differently than what I originally intended. So some of those discussions can be short, long. It really just depends on the mentee, as we call them, and what they're looking for.
Wow. That sounds like an amazing conversation to have with someone, is to really kind of, pull back and be there to listen to their ideas and listen and give feedback. And that's super valuable. What do you do around your seminars and workshop? What are those kind of focused toward?
Yeah, so those are more topically driven, and depending on what's in vogue at the time. But for example, on the national site, the score.org site, there are programs in there about how to market with Google, how to use LinkedIn to build your and we had just not probably about a week ago, leveraging Facebook if you're a business, how to get more out of Facebook. So those kind of, and those are kind of current right now, I guess I would call them. AI is a big topic, right? How to leverage AI in building your business plans and marketing. Locally here, for example, we've been doing workshops on obtaining funding. And we partner with the SBA, and they come down and they'll talk to individuals about all of the options available through SBA. So they're just a wide range of topics that we cover in the seminars, either locally or that are available online or that are available to view past workshops.
Wow, that's great. And do you guys offer any classes where you can get certifications or anything like that people may need, or kind of point to those resources in any way?
Yeah, we don't. As a rule, we probably don't mess too much with being certified. I mean, you wouldn't have somebody that would be like a specialist in small businesses or something like that. Right. We really don't get involved in that. Now, I will say all of the mentors that we have are, quote, certified. Okay. And you'll see that on our email logos. It'll say that you're, when you get an email, they're saying you're talking with a certified. And that's an internal process that we use to make sure that people are qualified to do it. They've completed some training and also done some background qualifications, those kind of things. But beyond that, we really don't get into the certification business.
No, but that's great to know that, your mentors go through a process, and, no matter which mentor you get, you're going to get the same kind of level of quality and service. So that is really great to hear. So what's
and as I talked about earlier.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off. No, I was just saying, and as we talked about earlier too, even the individual mentor is almost like a focal point, and depending on the needs of the individual, they could refer them to other people, or what we have co-mentoring. Sometimes we have 2 mentors that work with an individual client. So there's a lot of options there for them.
Oh, that's great. So you can combine multiple mentors. I imagine that's especially in cases where you have a business that's got a complicated area, or combination of different areas that people aren't typically in. So that sounds really amazing.
Right.
So.
Yep.
So what's the next thing for SCORE that's coming up? Is there an upcoming event or workshop people should be looking for?
We have one next week. I just mentioned the Small Business Administration will be up in North Charleston. They'll be, I think it's next Thursday, doing that presentation Thursday evening. And there are others on the calendar. You can join the mailing list even if you don't want a mentor. and they will keep you apprised of all the events. The mailing list is refreshed regularly with people that want to pop on, and we keep in contact with those people, and they get information about all of what SCORE is doing, not only locally, but also through the national chapter.
Yeah. And I was looking at your website, and one of the other things that was really interesting to me is that you've got a resource for a bunch of templates. What are those about? What's
Yes.
in your templates?
Yeah, no, that's thank you for asking about those. We have a lot of forms and templates that typically are requested or used in either our mentoring sessions, or sometimes they're requested by banks. For example, there are templates in there about building out a business plan so that you can submit the business plan to a bank and get funding, or submit it to the one of the lenders through the SBA program. We also have some business planning templates. I mean, one of the key tools we use this thing called the Lean Business Plan, which is a simple tool that really helps focus people in on what's my business really trying to accomplish, right? What am I really trying to go? And for a lot of the clients that we work with, that's our first stop. And we oftentimes will either discuss that with them directly and go through it with them, or assign that as homework to say that Lean Business Planning Canvas is really a good first step. And there's dozens of others templates on there. Again, as the motto for SCORE, right? It's accessible, it's free, it's available to people, and they are, certainly unlike a lot of stuff that you see wandering around the internet. These are tools that are vetted, right? I mean, they've been used for our organization, and our mentors use them, and our clients use them, and so they're good, useful tools.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have been around for you said what did you say, like the 1970s or something?
Actually, SCORE was founded in 1964.
64, holy cow! So quite a while.
Right. Yeah, and originally, it's interesting. Originally, SCORE is an acronym, or was. It meant the SC, the Service Corps of Retired Executives.
Oh.
Though that has since fallen off the wayside, because we have, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people that are in SCORE that are not retired.
Right.
So it is now just plain SCORE.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's like that's similar to like SES, the Senior Executive Corps, and stuff like that, Senior Executive Service and stuff. So
right.
Very, very similar.
Right.
That's amazing. So I just want to ask you. I know you guys are into mentoring and stuff. So what kind of mentoring advice would you give to some of the new entrepreneurs out there that are just starting, they're just hearing this podcast today?
Sure. So, I think one of our most frequently asked questions is, how do I start a business in the Lowcountry, right? What do I need to get a business going? And there are certainly, I would call them the legal and other kind of requirements. But then there's also what I would say is what is your business going to do, right? What are you really trying to accomplish? And have you done that research and legwork around that? And that's where things that we mentioned, that Lean Planning Canvas tool. Again, as I mentioned, that's almost a first day kind of tool. If you can answer the questions in that Lean Canvas to some degree of specificity, you are probably at a good point to start and start moving that process down the stream. But if you're unable to really conceptualize that in a coherent manner, using a tool like the Lean Canvas, or with conversations with your mentor, it's one of the things that we typically will assign as homework, and we'll say, we got to work on this. It's something that you need. Right. So that's really I think for most people, it's like, really think through the homework, the ideas, get it down, and then do some hard testing using a tool like the Lean Canvas or some other things. It'll really help you. And as far as answering the other questions, I'll refer people to our score.org Charleston SC site. there's a nice little pamphlet on there that says how to start a business in the Lowcountry, and it answers a lot of the questions about what business licenses do I need and that kind of thing. So it's again, like our resources, it's free, it's downloadable, it's a PDF. So hopefully that'll also be some value to the listeners.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bill. This has been just a pleasure to talk to you. It's very exciting for me. I'm going to definitely take a look at these resources, see if I can use them for my business, and see if I can answer any of the questions on your Lean Canvas worksheet.
Sure.
So thank you, and hope I can have you on or some of your folks in the future and talk some more about what's going on with SCORE.
Absolutely. We'd love to do it. There's always a lot going on, and as you know, a lot in the Lowcountry with new businesses and entrepreneurs. So happy to do it.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Pleasure to talk to you.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Lowcountry Revolutionaries. Thanks for joining us as we celebrate the fearless entrepreneurs making wave in Charleston's Chucktown Startups community. I'm Bill Bellott, and it's been an honor to share these inspiring stories with you. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a spark of Lowcountry innovation. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.